Hello there and welcome back to part 2 of my potion room tutorial. I'd just like to give you a quick rundown of what everything should look like if you've done part 1. So here's what the room looks like. This is what we did last time. So the buttons, the brewing stands. What I've added since is I've replaced the ceiling with these stone bricks. That's the look that I like, but you can use whatever you like. One thing that I noticed when I went back and looked at the one I built in creative mode that I did the tour with is I'd actually had an extra row here with a torch. So this is what I showed in the first part of the tutorial. This is what I prefer. It's very simple, just to make it like that. So just remove these bits here and this bit there. Put the mossy stone in there and stick a torch in front of it, and then just build up a column here all the way to the ceiling. Right, that needs to be replaced with a stair like so, and then we just need a half slab there. I just feel that kind of balances out the torches at this end. I just hadn't noticed that I was doing it wrong last time. It also gives a place which we can put a torch with some light. The next thing is just I built it out sideways. I don't know what I'm going to do behind the potion room, probably some storage or something, but I'll do that after I finish this tutorial. So you've got the actual room itself, and then down here you've got the pulse shortener, which looks like this, and the delay line, 19 repeaters set to 4 ticks, one of them set to 1 tick, and then the latches, 4 to the right, 3 at the back, and 4 on the left here, and that's basically as far as we've got. So part 1 was basically building the lower part and the room, and the next part is to build the bit that goes above this hole. So once you've put your ceiling in, stand on the pressure plate, or where the pressure plate should be. I took mine out because I was very tired of kept getting popped up on these kept popping up. So dig a hole there. You'll see that I've already dug the room out above, and that's step 13. So let's show you what I've done there and give you the dimensions. So I found it easy just to use this back wall. I just made a little stairway up. I found the center point here, and then I just dug until I reached that hole there. And then basically you need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks back. I actually dug the extra one here where the stairway is, but you only need 10 there, and then it's 8 to the left and 8 to the right, and then 7 to the back here, or the front, depending on which way you kind of think of things. And it needs to be 6 high, so that's 1 less than you can actually reach, but you can dig it 7 high if you want, but this is the size you need. I think it's easier just to clear all the space and then build in the space. Obviously if you're building it above ground, it's not a problem. Space is already there. And then I put this ladder here. This works with the circuitry later on, so I can get up and down there. So that's step 13. Well, I would definitely, if I was you, get some help with the digging. Here's my little helper. It's my son, and yeah, he's doing a great job. As you can see, we've dug about half of it now, and we'll get back to it. No point showing you, it's pretty boring, but thanks to my son. Okay, so step 14 is to add a sign to the hole that we've made, and then put blocks in each 4 directions to hold the water, and we might as well pop water in now. So this is what all the ingredients will fall through, and also you'll fill the water bottles up from that. So we're facing towards the back, the front, the entrance of the potion room, and we need to stack 5 dispensers on top of here, and then 3 on top of each of these. So the first one is fairly easy, but the others you will need blocks behind just to attach them, so I'm going to do that now. So when you're done, this is what it should look like. Towards the entrance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dispensers, and the other 3 sides you have 3 dispensers. Make sure you put 2 blocks on top all the way to the ceiling. I put some glowstone on top, but that's completely optional. There will be a dark area, but there's no floor for mobs to spawn, but it just means that when I look up I can see because there's some light. Right, step 15 is to make these shapes for each of the 4 banks of dispensers. So it's fairly simple. You start 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks out from this bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Place a block on top, block on either side, and then another block on top to make a cross like that. And then you just put an extra block on each side, so that's now 4 long. And then on top of here we place another block and a block to the side, and then we want one above that, so goes there. Okay, so that's the basic shape, and then we need one above here. Okay, so if we go to the other side, you can see what it looks like. I'll just hold it still for a minute. So that's what you're aiming for, and then we add on the left hand side, oops, just need one block there. So we add a block on the side of this dirt, so it's the same level as the top dispenser, one to the side, so you need a block of 4, and that's where the clock circuit will go. And then we need another one, as you can see on this one here, at this level. It's basically eye height, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can see that they don't overlap at all. Okay, so when you've finished, all 4 sides should look exactly the same. That's the wrong level, whoops. They're basically the same for this part, but then after this they'll all get kind of customized. They all need to be slightly different, but it's easier just to do the common part first. So you can get rid of all of your stairs and blocks, and it should look like this. Okay, step 16, we're going to customize the circuitry for the 5 dispensers. The first thing you need to do is remove this block. It's actually not needed on this one, it is on all the others, and just place it one lower. And then we need a block behind this dispenser at the top, there like that. And now we want to start adding the clock circuitry. So hop up here, you want to put a repeater here, set it to 3 ticks, and then add redstone on the other 3 blocks like so, and that feeds the signal back into here. And we'll put a torch on here. I don't want to put it on yet because the clock will start up. I want to make sure that it's disabled first, so we need redstone there, and then a block here like so. And for now, this is just temporary. I'm just going to put a torch on there, make sure the clock is disabled, and then we can add the torch on there like that. So you saw it flash once, and basically if I took this torch away, you'll hear the dispenser going. So let's just show you. There we go, the dispenser's clicking. So let's keep that disabled for now. So that's the top one. Let's do the next one down. So we want to put the repeater in first. and set it to 3 ticks again, and then redstone on the other 3 blocks, and then this is where the signal comes from, down there, and this is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 blocks. So we're just going to put a torch there for now, just to disable this one, and then we can put the torch on that block there. Okay. We then need to put redstone leading into that block, and that will operate the middle dispenser. So I guess we can just take the torch away, listen to the dispenser firing. There we go. And then we can take away this scaffolding, and we're going to add the one at the bottom. So basically that goes around this block here. This is where the torch will be, so put a repeater here, set to 3 ticks again, and then redstone there, there, feeding back into the block, and then we can put the torch on, and you can see the clock starts up. It's not actually operating the dispenser until you put this redstone, and now that's firing that dispenser, and the signal that goes into there basically comes straight in this way. So let's disable that with a torch for now. Okay, so that's the 3 clock circuits for this side. So we'll connect those to the relevant latches in a later step. The next thing is just go around to all the others and add the clock circuits in exactly the same way as we've just done for that one. So when you're done building all the clock circuits, this is what it should look like. It should have one on the floor, one at eye height, and one up there at that level there. All the repeaters get set to the 3rd setting, so click it twice and just disable each one of the clocks with a piece of redstone and a torch, and that's the end of that step. Okay, step 17. Go to the opposite side from the 5 dispensers, so that's at the back where I built these stairs up, and basically add 3 torches on top of the blocks, add 3 more blocks on top of them, 3 more torches on top of those blocks, and then you should be at floor level, and then put a block on each one of these torches here, and then we basically run the signals. So from this one, which is on the right as you look at the potion room, this one comes across the floor like that, and we need to get it up to here, so we just put a block there, bring it up very simply like that, and we can take that torch away. And then the one on the left, this comes and goes, oops, sorry, joins in and disables the one at the bottom. And the one in the middle, we're going to carry on rising this up, so like that, and it's basically going to go all the way up to here. So then add the last block, it should join up like that. And then basically add redstone all the way along, get rid of this torch, you should hear the clock start up, and then we just pop a torch on there, and that is the top line done. So this is what it should look like, and the next thing to do would be to just pop an item into the dispensers, press the buttons, and just check that they actually work. So I've tested the left hand button, the middle button, now I'm testing the right hand button. Should get exactly 10, and now you know that these 3 are connected and working. Time to move on to the next step. Step 18, we're going to do the connect the 4 latches on the left. So this is the front, the ladder's over there. Here's the stack of 5 dispensers, so this is the left hand side, and what you want to do is just dig a hole in the floor 4 long, starting at this point. I actually did this earlier, but I filled it in with dirt because I didn't want to keep falling down it. So you should see the cobble from the risers that we put there in an earlier step. So you want to pop a torch on there. I'm going to have to just hop down to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we want to put some cobble on top. Just need to go and get some. So here we're back up the top now, so I'm just going to pop cobble on top, like so, and then we need a torch on top of there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another row of cobblestone. Although actually the one furthest away from the back here, which we've already connected, that one works slightly differently. So take that one off for now. Just do these 3 here, and pop cobblestone on top of them all. And again, the middle one we're going to rise up further. So put another torch, another cobblestone block, and then we put a torch on there. And if we just hop up, and basically this one doesn't quite line up, so just do that, take it in an L shape over that torch, and then redstone all the way along. Get rid of that torch now, and that's the middle one connected. Then go back around the other side. We'll connect the the middle latch connected to the top, and then we will connect this one. So to connect this one, basically put a block in there. That one will be connected in a different way, and then you can run redstone straight from the top of that block and into this block, and we can now get rid of these. And then the slightly trickier one, this comes out straight out of this block along one, and then we need a block here. It goes up there. As you can see, it's just connected to the clock circuit, which we do not want. We want to bring it round here, so we need a block down there and there. So add the redstone on there and there, get rid of the torch, add redstone there. Now we need to add blocks on top of there, on top of there, so that the connection isn't made to the wrong part of the circuit. And that's connected 3 of the latches. The next thing to do is to connect that 4th one. Right, to connect the 4th one, basically take out this block and this block, and you want to place a redstone torch down there. That's one below the floor, and then we want to have a block right next to that redstone torch, or actually just one below it. So I'll have to go down there and do that. So here we are. The easiest way to do it, just put up a block on there, and then the block you want below that, and you can just get rid of that. And then we want a block one above, and we'll dig the block above that one. So here we are back up the top. So I want to dig that one out, and then the redstone just comes up here like that, and we need to connect it to that line over there. So you can bring it around the corner, or you can bring it in, doesn't really matter. I'm going to take it to the corner like so, get rid of the torch, connect it together, and that's another one connected. Basically where there's 5 dispensers, 2 of these come from that extra 4th latch on the left and right, and the other one is for the bottles, and that comes from the button we haven't connected yet. Right, so step 19 is basically doing the same thing the other side. So I've already put the cobblestone in here, so we want 3 torches like that. Leave the one towards the other side, so the one that's nearest to this construction here, we just want to pop a block in there instead, and we'll deal with that last. Put blocks on top of these torches like that, and the middle one is the one that goes up, so another torch and another block. Hop up and just connect it over to this middle one here. So bring this over the torch just like we did before, and then run redstone all the way along like that, and get rid of that torch, connect it. So that's the middle one done. Right, and then from the end here you just bring a line straight across like that. Again, for the 4th latch we're going to have to dig here, but that disables the lower clock, so we can get rid of this and this now. So coming round to the other end, I want to come out 2, go along 1, and then 1, 2 cobblestone, hop up. It's going to connect to the clock again. There, knock the torch off, there, and then we want to put a block on top here to stop that connection. And there we go, that one's connected. Okay, again for the 4th latch on this side, dig out 1, 2, 3, and it's a shame that the wall's one over here, because I'm going to have to pop down to do this again, but basically we want to step down and have a torch there and connect it up. So I'll do that and show you the end result. So here we are back up again. So you want to step like that, so that this torch is the same level as the redstone and the block is one below it, and bring it up like this, and this is going to go all the way around and connect with this line here. So I'm going to have to move this torch. That's not bad, that's the first one I've had to move. So just connect it together like that, and I better light things up. So now it's probably worth testing by putting items in these 3 dispensers on the right, and these 3 dispensers on the left, and the lower 2 dispensers of the stack of 5, and pushing all the buttons, 4 on the right, 4 on the left. These 2 dispensers should be the ones at the back. As you're testing, you may want to jot down which connects to which, so you can make sure the signs match up here and below later on. Okay, well, if you tested it like I just did, you'll realise that the buttons on the left are actually dropping 11 items. I made a mistake. This should be 3 ticks, not 4, and then that should correct the problem. Right, so we're nearly done now. Step 20 is to connect the button up here for the bottles. That works slightly differently to the others. So come around to the back and find where this repeater joins the reset line from the latches at the back, the 3 ones there, and the latches on the right as you face the potion room. And you want to start building right here. And we're just going to build a staircase up, and this is where the redstone line will come down from that button, so that it can be reset like the others. Also, basically, the line comes out here as well, and this goes round. So build round and along the side of this mossy cobblestone, and this is where it actually goes to its own latch. We don't have to use a piston latch because it doesn't have to sit side by side with others. So yeah, build that, and then be careful not to fall down here. And we see we've got the torch on the back of the button there. So we want to put a torch on the block above that, and then we run the redstone all the way down there and all the way around this thing we just built around the side. So yeah, just bring it down here. Don't need that one. It just connects into the reset line and the delay, and then bring this round here, and we're going to build a latch down there next. Right, the other thing you need to do is now just cover up this hole. I just wanted to leave the torch visible so you could see how it connected, and that means that there's no gap that you can see through from inside the potion room. Right, so this is the line that we just made, and to make the latch you want to come down one and make 1, 2, 3 blocks like that, and then we're going to want one down there and one on the side, and then the signal is going to go up there, and this is a more normal sort of latch with no piston, so put a torch there, a torch there. Just need to pop myself up. I'll show you where the redstone goes. So piece there, and then there and there. And then on top of this block we want to put another torch, and then a block on top of the torch, and a torch on top of there, and then a block on top of there, and then we're going to go up and dig down and connect that up above. But before we do that, we've connected the reset line and the delay line, but it actually needs to go in and reset this latch. So the easiest way to do that is just bring it from here. Need another dirt block just to place the one I want on top of there, and then just redstone and hop up, and then redstone there, and that will reset this latch. Alright, so come up the top from the stairs, and it's right behind the stairs is where we want to dig. If I've got this right, we should see the torch, the block on top of the torch. So we want to put another torch on top of there, and then another block on top of there, and then we need it up a bit further, so carry on doing this another time, and then extend this block with another 2, and then come one this way, and we're going to want to connect it up to there. So bring that out, and you should see they join up there. So we need to just pop ourselves up and just connect it together. So there we go, redstone, redstone. Can't believe it, I've run out of redstone. Okay, then there, up to here, up to there, get rid of the torch, and there. And that should control 1, 2, 3 of these dispensers. So that's basically it. We have now finished. So the next thing to do is fill all the dispensers, but you need to know what to fill them with. So you need to match up the buttons. I would you can do this any way you want, but I would recommend deciding which button you want for what, and then figuring out which dispenser it goes to and labeling that, and just doing them one at a time. But you can basically have whichever ingredient on whichever button you like, apart from the bottles, which need to be up here. So what I'm going to do, just to test the bottles, is I'm going to put some dirt in one, some of these stone bricks in another, and the top one I'll just put these nether bricks, and we'll just pop downstairs and make sure the button actually works. So here we go. Go, we should get 10 of each. So I'm going to clear my bar, should be able to see 10 of each pop up. So there you have it. That's how you build this potion room. Obviously there's still a lot of work to do to build whatever you want here and here. Finish the floor, you can use whatever pattern you like, label it all up, and the other thing is on my creative version I had chests here and here, which I'll probably do here, on this one, just so that if I ever need to just get rid of stuff out of my inventory very quick, then it's easy enough to do so. So yeah, thanks, that's it. Step 20, you're done. Okay, so I've finished off by labeling all of the buttons and the dispensers above and filling the dispensers with as many ingredients as I have. I only have 7 gas tiers, must probably get some more of those. Don't forget to put the pressure plate back, and now you can basically start using the potion room. So I'm going to call my bottles and fill them, and this will be filling my inventory, but it doesn't really matter because I'll just pick them up when they're done. So just go around and fill up all the brewing stands, and I'm not going to record me doing an entire brewing session, but basically you're done. Enjoy brewing your potions, and I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. So thank you very much for listening.